Hello and welcome to the blog. Today we're filming a typical day for us. It's Monday morning and as you can see it's a cleaning morning. Every day is a cleaning day for us. See, it's a cleaning morning. Every day is a cleaning day for us, but today we're going to do quite a lot of cleaning. The good news is that we've been cleaning every day all the way up to the weekend, so I'm not expecting there to be a lot to clean. We'll just show you a typical cleaning method that we have, go through some of the products that we've got here. So let's get right to it. We're going to start first of all with going through the cleaning products. So I will start by protecting myself and also the snakes. So we have here a special hand gel that we use to kill any bacteria on our hands, so it's worth getting one of those. And we also use this Carex cleaning product to clean our hands as well.
Soap.
So it's basically soap, those two there. So you can pick these up. See, this is, my wife got those from Tesco's, I think. Pretty cheap, probably about £10, and you get quite a few gloves in there. We've got 2 bottles of water, one for Jared. I'll probably use this one. Jared likes his watering can. So besides cleaning, we're also topping up water and cleaning up water bowls. I cannot underestimate how important that is. Water is everything. Quality of water will affect the health of your animals. So we would want to do a deep clean once a week on the bowls, unless of course someone's pooed or weed in them, we clean them straight away. And then we will top up the bowls every day to make sure that our snakes are hydrated and that the humidity is working in the rubs. Because if the water runs dry, your humidity will go so dry, they'll get stuck in shed. Obviously they can survive a day or two without water, but it's very important to keep those waters topped up and to use the right size water bowls. This little hook here I use because of my back to get down to the lower rubs. Also, if there's a snake that wants to feed, because he might smell the rats, you can just a little tap on the head and that normally takes them away. So when you're cleaning them, you're not going to end up getting bit. This antibacterial soap, so the cheaper way of doing it is you can buy one of these for about 10 quid as opposed to spending a lot of money on these, and we just top up on those, so that's worth looking into. And the other thing that we use is, we did buy these probably about 3 or 4 months ago. They were about £4 each, but Jared, you came up with this idea of using F10. So should we just show people how to set up the F10?
Sure.
So if you pass me the camera and then you can do a demo. So Jared's going to demo this. So it's got basically, do you want to bring it here and show us, Jared? Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got the empty bottles.
They're the empty bottles.
And this is the F10 veterinary disinfectant, safe for all pets.
Okay.
So this is going to cost you about 15 quid, but it's very concentrated and needs diluting every time you use it.
Yes, yeah.
So you're supposed to put 2 millilitres in for every 1,000 millilitres. So we got 500 millilitres here, so you just put 1 milliliter for every bottle that we use.
Okay.
So
it's very important to not overdose it because it can be lethal to your snakes. Yeah. So they've got little chambers that you can squeeze.
Yeah, so here, up here, you might not be able to see it very well, there's a chamber. It's got 5 millilitres and 10 millilitres on it.
Okay.
When you squeeze it, it fills up. So I've squeezed it up to 5, so I know I need to do 1/5 in each of these bottles here.
Okay.
So it's quite easy.
I suppose you could put a marker pen on that and split it into 5 if you wanted to go absolutely spot on.
If you wanted to do that, but
yeah.
Just put a little pour in. Check it. Yeah, that's about 1/5.
Yeah.
In that one, and you do the same in this one.
So because we both share the cleaning, we have 2 of everything. The cleaning normally takes about half an hour to an hour to get through everything correctly, and that's for 120 snakes, so that's not bad going.
Nah, not too bad at all.
Yeah.
So once that's in, take it over to the sink.
Yep. Okay.
fill them up.
Yeah.
To there. Stick that in. Clip it on.
They clip on.
And I like to give it a little shake just to make sure it's all spread.
Yeah.
And then you got some lovely disinfectant that you can use
Fantastic.
for the animals.
Yeah, so we get one each there. While Jazz doing that, I'll just go through the food. So we've got here 30 rat fluffs. We've got 10 Maltese. We've got 10 small small wieners. We've got for our assist feeds, we've got 3 assist feeds in here. So we'll have a couple of nice, these are all little rat pups. And also there's a couple of small ones in there which are basically for midge.
Mice hoppers.
Yeah, they're what are they called?
Mice hoppers.
Mice hoppers. And here we've got this on the larger rats are up here. So these are small rats. That's for our adults, and these are for our sub-adults, which are large rat wieners. And in there you've got in a hot bath, not a hot bath, but quite a warm bath, the other rats defrosting there. So we'll put all these, why don't we put all these on heat mats, Jad, so they can start defrosting. So that's one of our jobs. I suppose this is probably one of the first jobs we do on a feeding day, is to get everything on defrost. And again, we just use the heat mats.
Tub.
Yep, in they go. And they'll probably be in there until about, well, it's now about 10:30. We'll feed about 8:30 tonight. So they'll get a good 10 hours of defrost. And hopefully the smell will permeate in here to get everyone excited for their feeding. We have put out a full video on how to feed, so please check out that one if you really want to see different levels of picky feeders and assist feeding. Jad did a good job on the assist feeding, did a couple of demos for you there. So please feel free to have a look at that video. And I think once we've got all these on defrost, we'll get back into these cleaning products. We tried to keep the floor clean as well, so we bought ourselves one of these. Jad got that online for about 10 quid, and we just keep on top of cleaning every day in here, making sure everything looks good. Right, thank you, Jared. So let's get back to the cleaning. So I must give a shout out to Mark Greengrass. He's just made us another logo out of timber, and this one's made out of maple, and I think it looks even better than the other one we showed you a couple of weeks ago. So big thanks to Mark Arboretti, and we're really happy with that. Are you happy with that, Jared?
It's lovely.
Beautifully done. So if anyone has a logo they'd like to put in timber, send me a message and I'll give you Mark's details, and he'd be more than happy. I think that cost us about £80 to have that done. Something like that, 70 or £80, so quite reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it varies depending on the wood you use.
Yeah. So thank you, Mark. Right, so let's just go through. We've got our safe antiseptic for cleaning. We use kitchen roll for cleaning. So this is a cheaper version of we use the Blitz for the bedding, which is this one, and we use a cheaper version to clean the rubs, and we'll show you how that's done. These bags we use regularly because you need a bin. And the other good investment Jared and I made is one of these catering trolleys on wheels. The nice thing about these is that we can both share one side each. It has space on the bottom for placing your snake, so when you take a snake out of a rub to clean it, you want to put it in another rub,
a holding tub,
so that it can then be safe while you're cleaning. And Jared has 2 more at the end for our baby hatchlings. You can see they both have lids, so we can put our babies in there as we're cleaning, and we'll do some spot cleaning as well, and deep cleaning on that one. Now the other thing that I think Jared gave me this idea is, obviously we're topping up water as we go. We're also looking for any snakes in shed. Might give them a little bit of assistance with a little bit of water, spray them down a little bit. Jared, you came up with this idea, a little mini screwdriver. Flathead, and what do you use that for?
Well, snakes like to poo in the corners of the tubs, and that's just great to get it out of the corner and make sure you've got every single little bit, because your chubby fingers can't always get in. Yeah, okay. Also they, what they call their urinates, is it? Urates, sorry. And that's white substance. Don't be freaked out if you see your snake leaving a white substance in the corner. It goes very hard.
It will go hard, and it almost becomes as hard as bone. and that can be difficult to get out. So you can just chisel it out with that, and it's a lot easier. But what we do try and do is when we're cleaning out and putting down the new substrate, we always put more substrate in than's needed, so that we put a little lip around the edge of the corners, so when they poo and they wee and they do all their substances, instead of us scraping off the rub, we literally let the towel pull it off the towel, and hopefully we'll show you a few of those. So I think that's everything. The other thing that I've shown here is that besides cleaning, we're spot checking temps. We check the snakes, we check the mats, we check the cool spots to make sure that everything's right, and you'd want to do that at least twice a day to make sure everything's working well, and then you can adjust accordingly. Jared did a little check today, and he noticed that one of the rubs needed an extra degree or two, and you made that adjustment. Yeah. So it's important to keep. Well, let's get to the cleaning. So I don't know whether you want to clean, Jared, or whether you want me to clean.
Do I want to?
Do you want to be the cameraman or do you want to be the cleaner?
I'll be the cameraman this time, unfortunately.
We might do it 50-50, but we'll start on the adults. So what I'm going to have to do is just make some space for all this lot. Okay, here we go. We're all set up. We've got the table all ready to go with some space for the rub. That's important. And all the tools are there. So we'll start off with Titus. I just have a quick look inside. He's fine with water, clean. He looks clean. Bending looks fine, so he doesn't need anything doing. So that's how quick he is. Banana, a little bit of water. He's got enough in there, but he looks fine as well. He wants to come out and say hello. Beautiful animal. So we will be pairing him up later to some of our girls. Then we got the Pastavi Leonardo. Water looks quite clean. A little bit of urine on the substrate, but nothing major to worry about. You can see when I talked about here down in the corner, Jared. What was that called again?
Urates.
Urates. So some people say leave the urates in because they feel comfortable. They're marking their territory, and sometimes you can overdo your clean. You don't want to be clinical with your cleaning. The snakes like us. I mean, some people like BO, don't they? Some people don't. Yeah. But you know, it's like their natural BO. It's their natural thing. So leave a little bit in there. I don't think you have to be absolutely spot on with everything. Okay, here's Elvis, our star male. Beautiful Cine, produced us some lovely clutches this year, and we'll check on his babies as we go in the cleaning. He looks fine. Now here's a messy boy. He'll need a clean.
Surprise.
Yeah, here's our beautiful male clown. So we've called him Joker, part of our Batman project. So we're going to take him out and we're going to give him a good clean. So the key now is to make sure that the lid's open down the bottom. And also some snakes, small snakes, if you can clean with one hand, you can play with them and clean simultaneously sometimes. They're getting a little bit of time and attention. And
very hard,
thank you, Jeff. So now we'll come up from the back. He might hiss a little bit because he can be a bit funny, but at the moment he's behaving himself, which is great. There's a little hiss from him. Look, there he is. Isn't he beautiful? He's in great condition. He's about 2.2 kilograms. Quite big for a male, but we bought him big from Debbie down in Bournemouth. And he's been a star, hasn't he, Jared? Very good investment. He's produced most of our het clowns for this year. So, the water itself looks fine. So we'll just put that to one side. And then what I do is with my gloved hand, I go in, literally just pick up all of this here. Get that little tool out of Jared. Where's that little tool? Just there. There we go. So you can see all this stuff here. Look how easy that was to come off. See? So what can prove to be difficult with your finger, get the right tool, and that just comes off like that. And then what we do, get some of the cheaper toilet paper or the kitchen roll. And before I spray it down, I kind of gather everything together like that. Go over the top. I don't like to get this on my hands. Pick up as much as I can, straight in the bin. Then I get my disinfectant spray, spray that corner out for sure. It would help if I got it on. What's going on here?
It'll take a while to come through.
Oh, there we go. We're okay. Yeah, it looks fine. I give it a good spray. Now really it does take a few seconds for this to take effect, so don't rush into cleaning it as soon as you sprayed it. What's the recommended time normally to be effective on this disinfectant, Jared?
I'm not sure. I usually give it 5-10 seconds just to marinate a little bit.
Yeah. So we're giving it a few seconds.
And you'll notice as well, if I zoom into that, on the yaw rates, starts to go more liquidy. So you see the disinfectant is slowly breaking it down.
Yeah, makes it easy to clean. So I would start on this bit first, give it a good clean. That's killing all the germs. And the key to good snake hygiene is to regularly clean and get rid of any bacteria that could be damaging to your snake. I mean, in the wild, they're obviously living, but they're quite clever, these snakes, because if you notice, they tend to poo and wee in corners. They don't want to be living in their own mess, although they do get 1 or 2 messy kills. But on the whole, snakes are sensible. They like to sleep in clean, dry bedding, and they don't want to be sleeping in their own wee and poo. So obviously when it's breeding, all the hormones are kicking off, and believe you me, when you're clean after breeding, it is potent because of all the hormones that are given off. So, well, this is almost ready now. So you can see we just give that a good clean, get rid of any excess disinfectant, make sure everything looks nice and clean. Now I can't get all of this out, Jared, but to be honest with you, I don't mind leaving a little bit in there because the snake, it's his home. You don't want to take the whole scent away. So leaving a little bit in the corner isn't going to be an issue. Then we take the substrate, which is our Blitz. Of course, some people use cocoa husk and they do spot cleaning, which is fine, but there are issues with cocoa husk. Snakes can eat it, and that can cause lots of problems. It harbours mites, so you've got to be really careful with what you're doing there, because with this kind of stuff, if there's any issues, we can spot any mites, any problems, and that's why I like it. But also it's a lot of work because you have to clean more regularly, but I feel personally that I'm more comfortable with it because it just means that I can keep a closer eye on my snakes. But I'm not saying there's a right and wrong way, but for us, that's what we like. Now we'll actually give this a clean. Now if you want to come with me, Jack, we'll give this a good clean out. Now we have a double sink here, as you can see we've got that on defrost, wraps on defrost. And when you clean that and you put your thumb in there, that's slimy. So what looks clean isn't actually clean. Now Jared's bought this nice little cleaning set. I love this little circular brush. And what we do, we just give that a good clean over. You can see that because we're a chalk stream water here, a lot of scale builds up on the side, and you can scrape that off and get rid of that. We've got a little bit of substrate stuck to the bottom. I like to clean that off. All the wee and poo goes on the base, so give that a good clean as well. And I think once you're happy, just rinse that off. It's got a nice clean drinking vessel. Give it a rub down, make sure it's all clean. And we'll take that back to the rub and we'll fill the water up at the rub. So, there we go. So he's got a nice clean water. We'll have water in next. What I like about these things, a lot of people use different water holders. Emily and I went down to one of the pet stores and invested. They're about 15 quid each. You don't have to spend that kind of money. You can get away with a 1 or 2 pound bowl. But I do like something heavy, ceramic, better than the plastic, or glass is good. But what they can do is when they're shedding, they can use these rough edges to help get their shed off. So that's one good thing. It's big enough for them to bathe some of their body in there if they need to. And you want something which is big enough that produces enough water to keep the humidity right as well. So I quite like these units, but you'll see we've got a mixture in here. You have to work with your budget, what you can afford. And we'll put Jokers back in here now. So here's nice and clean. Now we'll bring him out. We might spend a bit of time with him before we put him in, just to let him know that we love him. And you can have a better look at the Joker. And he's a beautiful animal, Jared. Don't you think so?
Yeah, he's wicked.
I really like his patterns. Look at the patterns on him. He's going to produce some wonderful Batmans for us. So, lovely head stamp as well. And he's got beautiful eyes. So we'll come up behind him. He'll hiss a little bit. We need to handle him a bit more than we do actually. But there he is. See? Beautiful animal. say he's the star of our Batman projects, and that's why he's called the Joker. He's got a Joker smile about him as well. If you look at his smile, a bit like the Joker. So Emily chose that name, so we'll just place him back in now. Let him go in nice and easy. And off he goes. He's got a nice clean home now. He looks in great condition for breeding. And he'll fast probably for the best part of 3 months in the breeding season, Jared. So that 2.2 kilograms will sustain him through that. So that's a good reason to have a slightly bigger male. If you get a male that eats and breeds together, you don't need to build them up so much. You can probably get away with a 1200 to 1500 gram male. So we're just going to go through now. We'll see in here, we've got, here we go. This guy's a piston. So what I'll do is, just so he knows that I'm not feeding him, just tap him on the head slowly like that. Now this is our Aladdin. He's 100% Het TSK Exantic.
He's cinnamon.
And he's cinnamon as well, yeah. So come up behind him. These boys are a bit hissy, aren't they? And there we go. In he goes.
The nice thing about buying them as babies, you can grow them up and they get used to you.
Yeah.
More handled.
So these ones we bought as adults from Debbie, and you know, we need to bond a bit more with them. They're a little bit hissy, but the more time you spend with them, they won't see you as a threat. They'll end up being your friends. So we just need to spend a bit more time with them. Now this one's been very messy. You can see what he's done here. He's completely destroyed his substrate. Yeah. Now the water itself can do with a good change.
That's another benefit of cocoa husk or something like that. You usually don't end up with things like this.
Yeah, cocoa husk is a benefit. You can see that it doesn't take a lot for this substrate to be destroyed. So that's another reason why daily checking is so important. Because yesterday this was not like this. But it's far too wet for him, and we need to get that cleaned immediately. So we come up with this, give him a good clean down. Put that in place. So I've picked up all that broken substrate. And now it's time to spray down. We'll get rid of the urates. Like that. It's fine. Spray it down. So I would say it probably takes 2 or 3 minutes on each animal here. We're not going to do the whole lot because I reckon only 10% of our collection will need cleaning. But we won't give you all of our cleaning. We're just giving you a sample of what we're doing to give you an idea if you're first time into the hobby and you want to go this approach. This is the approach that we think we're comfortable with. So we might end up experimenting with some cocoa husk later. A lot of the top breeders use it. I think it's because it's much more absorbent and probably they spend less time cleaning as a result, do more spot checking. Right, so that's nice and clean now. So we're good to replace. Now any messy boys or girls, I sometimes give them the double treatment. So instead of doing a single, I might just go one. I'll give them 4 doubles. You'll probably find he'll keep it pristine now for the next 3 weeks, even though I'm going this route.
Nah, he'll mess it up tonight, guaranteed.
What's that doing in there? What's that got there? You reckon he'll mess it up tonight?
Oh yeah. Snakes love messing up their lovely clean enclosures.
Now what have you put Aladdin to? Because didn't you put him to one of your girls, Jared?
I put him to, I've got a cinnamon girl
Let me just show you.
in here. Hello lovely. But hopefully she goes for us.
Yeah. While I clean this, Jared, give them an update on the new babies for last week.
So here's the clutch we cut. See how they're looking. Oh, we've got some sheds. Nope, we haven't got sheds, we've got poos. Get them in the light.
So have they pooed?
I don't know if it's poo, it might be the umbilical.
Because one of them did have an umbilical cord attachment, so didn't it? It still had a bit of its umbilical cord hanging. Has that come off now?
Yeah, that's what this is here.
Right.
It's a bit smelly.
So let's have a little look. They look beautiful, don't they? I was really worried about them when I saw them in the eggs, or couldn't see them in the eggs, but they look perfectly
That one's
formed.
very dark. I wonder what's in it.
Yeah.
The pairing was a cinnamon pied to a yellow belly pastel pied.
Yeah.
So they both look different, which means one of them's got an extra gene, or they both have extra genes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to them shedding out, Jared. Once they shed out, we'll be able to identify them better. It's difficult to ID a snake when it's in shed.
Get them back on their heat.
Yeah. Okay. Right, this is almost ready for Aladdin to go back in. And so what we'll do is, while I'm cleaning Jared, we'll give you an update on some of the baby clutch kits. And we'll go in between cleaning and updates, Jared. I'll bring out Aladdin so we can get him back into his work.
So that's that one. Here's the other clutch that we had. There's a little cinnamon pied in there somewhere. There she is.
It's okay, big fella. He's a little hisser, but
Have a look at her.
just needs a bit more time to play, really. She's beautiful, Jared, isn't she?
Get it in focus.
Now she's had her first meal, hasn't she?
Need more light. There we go.
Should we get some light on the matter?
There we go. She's a beautiful girl.
Right, Aladdin's going to go back in, Jared.
Nice.
So zip him back in now. You've got a nice, clean, double-bedded home now. Keep it nice and tidy, please. Right, let's move him down the collection. So the male pied Kylo, he looks clean and healthy.
It's a yellow belly pied. There's a male. I think this one's actually up for sale on Morph Market. So if anyone's interested in a lovely yellow belly pied, quite low white but really orange. Hopefully the camera's picking it up.
Right, your banana's made a bit of a mess of this water, Jared. There you go. So we'll look at
That's quite
Rango does, doesn't he?
Yeah, Rango does.
Oh, Rango is that? Yeah, Rango.
There's another one of the clutch. So we're not sure what's in this one. It looks too pretty to be a normal pied. Very low white. The pairing was a cinnamon pied to a yellow belly pied, but we're not sure what's going on here. So this is a female. We've got two of these ones. We're going to hold them back and see if we can find out what's going on, but they are beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And here's the sister. I think she might be going into shed. She's a bit more dull right now. Yeah. They're very similar. Very pretty. Beautiful markings. Lovely yellow and orange at the bottom. Excited to prove those ones out. There we got a lovely yellow belly pied female in there. She's gorgeous. Hold back. And here's another yellow belly in shed. So he's going to put it in the corner. We damped it down so it's nice and wet. Nice moisture so it can shed without a problem. The next clutch that we had was our Pastel Twilight to Clown. We produced two of these that we're not sure if they have the spot nose in. They're definitely Pastel Cinnamon. We're hoping they've got spot nose, but it's quite hard to tell.
The Batman influence, the clown influence is wonderful, Joe, isn't it? Just looks a bit clownish to me.
They're 100% het clown.
Yeah.
And absolutely
Joker's
gorgeous.
dad. His strong genetics are in there. I can't wait to prove them out, Joe.
Yeah, they'll look lovely. So that'll be going to our Leopard Lesser Enchy Pastel Clown male that we have.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Get
powerhouse
some focus. There we go. That's the sister. They're both girls. This one looks a little bit different, so we're hoping one of them's got spot nose at least.
I hope so, Jan, because we really want to aim for that Batman project for next year.
Exactly. And then we had just the normal 100% het clown. Don't think it's got a spot nose in. There's no signs of it. And she's pretty as well. All females from this clutch, which was
Very
lovely.
lucky there.
Very lucky. Good odds.
Yeah.
Good odds.
Only 3 eggs there. Right, I think we've got this all ready for your banana, Jared.
Little Rango.
Rango. You've had him for what?
I've had this one for 4 years.
Yeah.
He's my little boy. Started me in the hobby.
Is he starting to go into shed, or is he?
No, it's just they get duller as they get older.
Look at the speckles on him. He's the most friendly snake we've got. Very good with children. I think you've shown all the nieces and nephews this snake, and they love him, don't they?
Yeah.
And he loves to have time with us. He loves to come out and play with us, and this is the joy of the hobby. Is okay. There's a lot of work in cleaning and stuff, but when you spend time with your animal, that's when you get your payback time, really, and joy and happiness. But he's a happy little bunny. He got a lovely clean home now. So back you go. So that's almost all the males done. We've just got a couple more males to clean, then we'll move on to the females. See how they're doing. This one here is our Desert Ghost male, which we got from Marco. He's about 800 grams now, 850.
Looking really good.
Already hooked up to the pastel female. And really pleased with how he's done. And literally he's producing the goods for us. So I'm really pleased with him.
While you're doing those ones, I'll show them the ultra males that we got. So we've sold 3. We sold 1 Mojave het ultra male, 1 Mojave ultra male, and 1 ultra male. This is the female that we're holding back. She's getting nice and chunky, gaining her weight fast, which is always good news. That's a single gene ultra male called Karamak. We have a Mojave 100% het ultra male female who is hiding. There she is. She's got some beautiful colours on her. Really bright. And there she is.
She's lovely, Jad.
So she's another holdback. We'll plug her into the ultra males. Here, same thing again. This one's Cosmos. She's got a little bit of blood there from a rat that she had the other day, so we might have to clean that later.
Yeah, Jad, just have a look at this. So, explaining the benefit. Now, this is our Inchy Firefly female, and she's pooed in the corner. But because I've put the tissue up on the corner, there's no poo left in here. You see how easy that is to clean? Yeah. Just fold it into itself, and no poo goes on the rub. Straight in the bin.
Done.
That's what you get with your tissue approach, and that's what I love. I'm still going to spray it down a bit because just on the safe side. But on the whole, nice clean way of. Well, a nice way of cleaning is actually to let the paper towels do the work. Now this Inchy girl, Jan, I want to just show you how well she's doing, because she's put on 300 or 400 grams since we've had her, and we've moved her up to a slightly bigger rub now. She's joining the bigger girls because she's getting so big. We've moved her up at 800.
Look at her. Hello. Let me focus.
Yeah. So she's an Inchy Firefly, double het for Caramel and Desert Ghost, and her name's Puzzles, and we're going to prove her out because we're going to put the male Desert Ghost to her when she's up to 1500 grams to see whether she's carrying that Desert Ghost gene. I look at her and she looks very Inchy. You can see the Inchy influence, can't you?
Yeah.
Pastel. Firefly is pastel fire. Look at the side stripe on her. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And she weighs about nearly 900 grams, and she's eating like a trooper. She's not messing about. She's progressing very nicely. So we'll put her back. Yeah, back to your hatchlings, Jared.
And here we've got this guy up on Morph Market at the moment. It's a Mojave Ultra Male. And these are beautiful. Have a look at him. So I hope he doesn't bite me. There we go.
We've got a black head.
There you go. Beautiful looking snake. It's just over 100 grams up on Morph Market now.
So Jared, have a look at this. So that's all the males done. There's our spare rubs for future girls that are getting bigger. Buttercup's next. She's the mother of the recent clutch we've cut. And how's she looking, Jared? Got enough water. She seems happy. Yeah.
She's pastel yellow belly pied.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Amber, our clown girl. She's hooked up with the pastel clown, so we're looking for super pastel killer clowns, we call them. She's really chilled, lovely green eye. Zoom in on that eye, Jared, it's so nice. You see it if I bring her out slightly.
There we go. Got the light on it.
Yeah. She's a very, very pretty girl. She'll produce us some lovely babies, Jared, hopefully this year, this season.
Beautiful.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the moment not too much cleaning, which is good for me. Jared gets a nice easy job, and we'll have to switch this at some point. Now this is our butter het clown. She's in blue, look at her blue eye. She's normally a lot brighter than this. She's a beautiful snake, and she's trying to think whether, I think someone has hooked up to her. I think the pastel clown. Pastel clown hooked up to her?
Yeah.
So we're shooting for lesser or butter pastel clowns, which we've got one inside on the incubator from Europe that we got, which is
they're lovely looking
in quarantine. They're gorgeous looking animals, but she's a beauty. She's getting on for nearly 1800, 1900 grams, so she's doing well. It's her first year, so we're going to keep a good close eye on her, see how she goes. And here we have Ray, who's the mother of the beautiful yellow-bellied pies that Jared showed you. She's in shed.
Shed as well. That's why all these tubs are a bit wet, lots of moisture, keep it humid.
Yeah, look at her eye. She's definitely in shed. We'll spray her body a little bit to help her. She doesn't like being sprayed, but it kind of tense up a little bit, but it just stops them from getting stuck in shed. Oh, see that? That was almost my first bite. Never been bitten, but she didn't like it. So.
You don't have to always spray the animal.
No.
Sometimes it's good to just get the moisture up in the actual air.
Yeah, but I have noticed that to stop them from getting stuck in shed, they don't always. They sometimes get stuck on their heads. A little
There's
bit.
another one in shed.
Yeah, she is.
She's nice and moist in there.
All our girls are in shed at the moment. I think they're packing on weight for the breeding season. They're just shedding their skins, getting ready for the next level.
What it means to be in blue. See they've cloudy eyes. And then she's in blue, she's in shed.
See whether she
very dull.
Let me spray her a little bit. She's a little bit more tolerant. Doesn't like it on her eyes, but just a little bit on there. She's a bit more tolerant than Ray. But she's the FF line. So again, we've got that from Kyron at
Really Good
Bulls. Beautiful example of a calico, and her name's Pringle, and she's the FF line, so high-end line from Europe. Daisy we got from Kyron as well about a year and a half ago, and she's now hooked up to Cookie, so she's hopefully going to produce us some leopard albino. She's possible pied. Oh no, she's 50% het pied, which means she's possible pied. We want to try and prove her out. Cookie's a pied albino.
Cookie.
Yeah.
He's a pied 100% het albino.
Yeah.
There he is in there. Smiling at us.
Moving down, we've got our bell here, female bell. She's not quite big enough to breed yet. Her name's Pearl. She's a Mojave Lesser, we believe, and we'll try and prove her out. I've got another male bell in the house that we're going to be introducing to her, and we're going to go for a whole bunch of blue-eyed Lucies, which will be available next year hopefully. She needs to put on another 100, 150 to 200 Jared, and then she'll be ready to go. But good feeder, doing well, pretty snake. And then down here we've got Colossus. Hopefully she's not going to be. Yeah, she's chilling, which is good.
She looks like she's in shed.
She's in shed.
Gosh, she's a chunky girl.
Yeah. She's
Show
already.
my hand for comparison.
Yeah. So the Ultra Male Mojave Titus has already hooked up to her once. I'll just give her a little spray down, Jared. Make sure she's good to go. She's very shy. She doesn't like this. A lot of snakes don't like it, but it does help them. Stops them from getting all stuck in shed.
We're going to get in some bigger rubs, and she'll go in one of those because she's pretty much outgrown this one.
Yeah, I would say that we've got we'll get some 70 litre.
70 litres. These are 33.
Yeah, she needs a 70 litre.
Yes.
She's ready to go up to 70 litre.
That'll be the next rack build.
Yeah.
70 litre rubs.
Here we've got Sienna. She gave us the 8-ball clutch. She's still a bit small. She needs to start packing on a bit more weight to recover.
She's black pastel het pied.
She was a very
She's got
late.
a lovely ringer. See if we can get the ringer out.
Yeah.
Come on. Can't see it that well anymore, but
She's produced, was it 7 eggs? One of them.
one went mouldy.
Yeah, one's going mouldy. We'll show you that in a minute and see how it's being treated.
So the other 6 look good.
Yeah, here we go. In here, we've got the mother of the
Pastel Twilight.
Pastel Twilights.
Het Clown.
Het Clowns. So beautiful patterns on her. Isn't she lovely? Yeah.
Beautiful.
She's clean, so she's fine. Got plenty of water as well, so no worries there. It's quite nice to see that a lot of our animals don't need cleaning, because if you do little and often, it's not a major task. It only goes for about 45 minutes. And
30 minutes.
yeah, 30 minutes. Okay, so here we have a new addition. This is Jade. She's our female phantom. She's about 1800 grams. So we're going to build her up, and then we're going to, what's the plan with her, Jack? Do you know what we're going to do with her?
I think we're going to put the blackhead lavender to her.
Yeah, going to produce some het lavenders.
Yeah, some blackhead phantom het lavenders.
Blackhead phantom het lavenders that then, once the male dreamsicle's ready to go, we can plug them into them. So we're producing future dreamsicles is what we're aiming for.
Get the blackhead into that.
Combo dreamsicles, yeah. So that'll be nice. And then we've got Penelope Pitstop, who you saw on the feeding video. She ate it within a second of the food going in, so she's done a poo. Look at her poo. She's going to have need a clean.
Good clean.
So we'll give her a clean.
She's done a shed as well.
She shed as well. You often find they do shed and poo at the same time. So this will be interesting how we handle her, because she is a piston. So we've got to go carefully here, Chad. And what I'm going to do is take her out, check carefully. Oh, what was that? That must have been moisture in the rub.
Condensation.
Condensation, a lot of. So here she is. She's going to let me hopefully handle her. Look at the size of the shed. Perfect shed though. Completely shed out. And she's looking at her best. There's a huge poo there to deal with. But she's a very shy animal. But she's hooked up to the banana. We're trying to get banana pins.
So you can see there's a bit of a condensation that comes in these cages. Just got to give it a little rub down. Perfect clean.
I reckon she weighs about 2.2, 2.3. I'll put her in there. She knows she's being cleaned. I'll let her just settle in there. So I reckon she'll produce some lovely banana pins, Jared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, this is the fun one. Can you see how moist it is in there? She spilt her water bowl to help her shed. That's what she's done here. So, gloves are so important here. I put the over the top, get that poo away from the edge like that. Bring it in, like that. Fold it in, so the poo is all wrapped up in itself, straight into the basket. And there we go, almost clean. Now, all I've got to do now is just clean the wall. So there's only a little bit of poo on the walls here, and that'll have to be sprayed down. Give that a good spray down. Now once they've shed, there's no need for excess humidity at all, because I actually want this to be quite dry now. So I'm going to end up not only cleaning the base, I'm going to be taking up any excess water off the side. She's done her shed nicely, so the humidity's done the business, and now I want to try and get her back to her normal levels of humidity so that she can then be happy feeding and everything else. So when we breed with her, she's in a good place. She's eating well. She was a fussy eater, Jad. She took me nearly 4 months to get her feeding correctly.
Yeah.
She didn't settle well at all. Same with the Enchi girl. But now I think she's really happy in her new home. And like you say, if she's hooking up to the banana, that's a good indication that she's happy, because snakes won't breed if they're not happy. So that's a good indication. She's shedding and pooing well, so everything about this animal is healthy, which I'm pleased about. And now I've just got to put in a couple of layers of blitz. Two of those. And then we'll have a look at the pin, and you can see what she looks like out of shed. Just check her water's okay. Water's fine. She's very good at keeping her water clean, Jad. She doesn't poo or wee in it normally. She's very good.
Yeah.
And there we go. Put that in there. Right, let's have a little look at her. She wants to explore. She's a bit scatty, so hopefully she'll let me pick her up without too many problems.
Very pretty though.
She's a pretty animal, isn't she?
Yeah.
There we go, darling. You let me play with you for a bit? She's got a lovely belly. Look at the side stripes on her, Jared. She's lovely. Lovely. Some people love pins, and I think the banana pin with those colours, I think the banana pins are going to look wonderful, Jared.
Agreed.
Let's hope that the banana's up for it, and she's up for it. But she's quite a substantial animal. I'd say she's weighing in at just over 2.2 kilograms. So we're hoping she'll go for us this year. And you can see her belly patterns as well. But no, she's in a good place. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Alright, we're getting down to the back end of our females. Eve, Inchy, see how she's doing. She looks okay. We won't mess with her. We want her to feed tonight if we can. Panda, which is our bamboo girl, she gave us the first clutch last year. She's in great, look at that, she looks beautiful. She's recovered from her first clutch of eggs and she's now ready to go. And who are we going to put to her this year, Jared, on our breeding plans? What was the idea?
I think it's the Super Pastel Banana Orange Dream male that we have.
Yeah, so we're going to go for Banana Super Pastel Orange Dream Bamboos.
They won't be Super Pastel, but they'll be Pastel Banana Orange Dream Bamboos, that's what we want to get.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We end up with like 4 gene animals and
then we'll stick those into the het. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, and what we're going for so the thing is, it's all well and good building recessive, Jared, but I think we also need to have codoms being put into our animals so that when we plug them into the hets, they've already got 4 or 5. So who's this next? We've got Digit. Now she'll come at us. I'm sure she'll come out. She's in shed.
She's in deep shed.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really sure what she is. She was sold as a lesser, but she definitely doesn't look lesser.
Look at the floating alien heads. I think there's Mojave in that. And what's the name of that snake that Brian Barczek was saying about, the soul sucker? I think she might be a soul sucker, Jared. That's what I'm guessing. But anyone out there that recognises that gene that can help us, please help us, because this is a 2.2 kilogram female. It's in shed. She's hooked up to the bell earlier this year, but we might just put the, don't know which male we're going to put to her, Jared. Desert Ghost?
Yeah.
Produce some Desert Ghosts. I'd like to know what she is, to be honest with you, but I think there's Mojave in her. There's something else in her as well. I haven't quite worked it out.
I don't know if Mojave is in her.
Just the floating alien heads, that's what I look at, Jared. They're floating. If you look at the Mojave, but there would be more colour in the Mojave. You'd expect a bit more colour, like yellows and things, wouldn't you?
I'm not sure what she is.
So this is, she in shed?
Yeah.
All our girls are in shed at the moment. So she produced our baby banana, 1 egg.
Banana spider.
Banana spider. And she's recovered very, very well. Just going to give her a little spray down. Make sure she can shed okay. So this year, what we're going to put to her this year, Joe?
I don't remember, I have to look at the plans.
Okay.
I think we wanted to get to banana pies. No, banana clowns.
Banana clowns.
We'll stick some clown into her. And
probably the pastel clown. Now this is the female pastel. She's beautiful. She's been bowl wrapping. I reckon she's building follicles. I saw her bowl wrapping the other day.
Yeah.
She's pretty
hooked twice, isn't she? She's
hooked twice to the Desert Ghost male. So we're going to produce some pastel het Desert Ghosts. Pastel Desert Ghosts are gorgeous, Jared. So it'll be a long-term project. Let's produce the hets first. And then we've got Lexi. Now my hip is not the best. There's a dinker in her, don't we? Spot nose?
Yeah, she was sold as a spot nose, but I've never seen a spot nose look like this. Single stripe all the way down her dorsal. Really gold. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. She's very gold. Really dark black.
I love the gold and black. Look how jet black she is. I mean, you put her into the Batman project and you know we like the black going into there. She's already got natural black colour in her. I wonder if there's blackhead in her or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you reckon she's a blackhead?
I don't have a clue what she is.
Anyone out there that can help us, So we've kind of labelled her as a bit of a project, really, isn't she?
Yeah, we'll find out what's in her. She might just be a really beautiful spot nose, but I think there's something else going on.
Yeah, she's not up to weight yet. She's about 1,300, so give her a couple of months. Hopefully we can prove her out. And the last one is our flame girl. Fire. She looks nice and clean, Jared.
Yeah.
She produced the fire het clowns for us. We put Joker to her, the clown male. And I think this year we're going to put a banana melter, I think, get some banana.
Here's her babies.
Yeah.
Lovely little fires. They're all 100% het clown.
Yeah. Beautiful, Jared, beautiful. They're eating well. They're just like the mother. They feed so well.
See if we can get that in focus.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful.
She gave us 3 fires and 2 normals, which are a bit darker.
Yeah. Still beautiful animals. Right, I'm going to have a look on this side. Anything needs cleaning on this side now? So lightning pieds, see how they're doing. We have a quick update on the lightning pieds. Looking good.
It's quite dark back here, but
so she took a multi and she's just shed. I should bring her out in the light and show you how good she looks. She looks really happy and chunky.
there we go.
So we're going to try and give her a multi tonight. So she's beautiful. And then her husband, who's just this one over here, 4. So that's, you can see how he's doing. There he is.
Chilling under there. Feeding them tonight, so I won't handle them too much.
Yeah. So that's fine. I'll just show you the desert ghosts, see how they're doing. Rambo, he's an Enchi desert ghost, and he's 100% het for caramel. And he's eating multis at the moment. Just look at the size of him now. He's really packing on some weight.
Yeah.
Beautiful animal. And his wife, Isa. Good investment, tax-free. Let's have a look at her. She looks beautiful. Packing on some weight as well. Not a lot of cleaning in this side, which is great. I think Jared showed you Astrid.
Yeah, I showed all the pies and everything.
Done all the pies, and were they all clean in there,
Yeah,
Jared?
they're all fine.
Ah, what about the Super Gravel Electra? Here she is. She's doing ever so well, Jared. She's looking like 650 grams worth of animal there. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Part of our highway project. Look, she thinks it's being fed. She'll feed well tonight, I can promise you that. And this is the Super Pastel Ivory Woma. And he's looking beautiful. And he's eating like a good one, isn't he, Jared?
Yeah.
There he is.
See if we can get his face out.
Beautiful animal, Jared. So that's got double yellow belly in him. So the idea is the yellow belly.
Super yellow belly.
Super yellow belly.
Super pastel.
Super pastel. He's going to be a star in our highway projects. We're aiming for pastel highways when they're both ready.
Everything will be pastel highway, which is nice.
Awesome. And that Super Gravel Jared's going to produce the goods for us. She's such a... We had her out over the weekend. She spent an hour out with a family that came over and picked up a snake, and she was so good for them. There's Cookie. He's cooking up to the albino leopard. He's a star, and he's 100% albino.
Het albino.
Het albino. Pied, and he's 50% het toffee as well. So that could be interesting.
Show them those ones.
You've showed them those ones, have you?
Yep.
They're all clean. That's our orange dream. Beautiful animal. Dreamsicles, have you shown the dreamsicles?
Not yet, no.
Okay, let's see how the dreamsicles are doing. They're eating Maltese at the moment, so they've progressed up. And let's get these little guys out. Look how we go. Okay. Right, so this is our female dreamsicle, Peach. She's in shed. She's eating Maltese. And there she is. Beautiful animal. I'll bring her out in the light, Chad. It's much better in the light, I think.
Yeah.
Even though she's in shed. And she's doing ever so well. Really happy to have her in our collection. And let's see how her husband's doing, which is Bowser. Not in shed.
Yeah, that's in shed.
That's in shed as well?
Yeah.
Both in shed.
Even when they're in shed, they look beautiful.
Amazing, aren't they? Yeah. I wonder if they're...
get the eye so you can see.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to eat tonight.
Oh, they probably still will.
Yeah, we'll see. But they've got plenty of water, so the humidity's right for them to shed. And then what we've got here, we've got our pastel
I've shown those
twilights. You've done those. Pastel het orange pied Moneypenny. Here's Moneypenny. So Moneypenny is getting big. She's about 850 nearly.
She's double het, orange ghost, and pied.
Yeah. Beautiful animal.
And she's pastel as well, right?
She's pastel as well, yeah. So that's a powerhouse girl. And then Cammy, which is our
Het clown.
female het clown. See how she... Oh, she needs a clean, Jan. Look at her. She's dirty as heck.
Had a shed.
She's shed as well, so we'll give her a good clean. The nice thing is the shed is absolutely in one place, completely clean. That's it. We'll take her out from the back. And we can have a little look at her. She weighs quite a lot actually. I think she's going to be about 700 grams, Jad. So next season, we'll get her up.
Yeah.
Beautiful animal. We'll just put her in here. And give her a clean. Are there any more babies to update, Jad? Or we...
Yeah, we've got the bamboos.
You want to do the bamboo update?
So here we've got bamboo 100% het ultra male.
Are they in shed or are they okay?
No, they're fine at the moment. If I put them in the light booth, you'll be able to see them really well. Here we go. There's one. Looking absolutely stunning. Really pretty, the bamboo genius. Put back in there. And this is her sister, who I think is in shed.
Yeah, what's the weight, Jack?
I'm not sure what their weight is. I think it's 200-ish.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful snakes.
Yeah, and they're het for
100% het ultra male.
het ultra male. So it'll be interesting to see what a bamboo ultra male looks like.
And then the male from that clutch is the bamboo Mojave 100% het ultra male. He's wicked. We put him in here again. You'll see that the yellows that appear on his body, all the way down his dorsal, we've got these lovely yellow patterns. Really pretty. Lovely little blue-eyed leucistic. Other babies. This is our banana, het pied, doing a bit better. Still on the assist feed, but really, really pretty. There you go, mate.
Right, Joe, there's 3 more girls to show on this side, and then we've done all collection on this side. Cammy, which I just cleaned. She's nice and clean now. You've got Phoebe, which is a het Russo. I think she's Russo Fire het pied.
She's het Russo.
Het Russo, is she?
Yeah, it's just Russo is a co-dominant gene. Het Russo is a co-dominant gene.
Yeah. So it's not actually recessive, but why is it called het then?
Because the person that found it thought the recessive was an all-white snake.
Okay, let's bring that just to show off the Russo, because a lot of people may not have seen Russo. This is from Tony Hersey, and we've got a male as well, haven't we? But you don't need a male to produce that gene. It's really bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful animal. Now, looking forward to seeing how these pan into all the other genes that we're going to mix with them, like the clown, for example, and pieds. She's 50% het pied as well, so maybe we should put a pied male and prove her out.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say so?
Definitely.
Super Pastel het pied Lala. She's a female. So she's the one we assist fed last year. Look at her now. So just to show people that if you have a problem with animal feeding, Jared very carefully assist fed.
No, she's getting big.
Look at the size of her. She's got to be getting close to 300 grams, Jared.
There's my thumb.
Yeah. She's a bit hissy.
Good.
Let's just top up her water. Some of the tissue gets in there and it soaks all the water out.
Like a whip.
So it's not too wet, otherwise I'd change that. But I need to top up her water so she's got something to drink. So we'll do that.
She's beautiful.
Super Pastel is gorgeous, isn't it? So she's a powerhouse girl. Anything you put to her will be guaranteed pastel. There'll be no normals from her.
Yeah.
And like I say, she's het pied 100%, which means we can put pastel into the next generation, but also let's put some pieds out. Put a male pied into her. The cine pied might be nice going to her.
Yeah.
And then the last one on this side is the male fire pastel, which is basically, what's another name for a fire pastel, Jared?
Firefly.
Firefly. And look how bright this is. Fireflies are gorgeous. When I saw him, I fell in love with him straight away. Just look at this star.
And he's double het, orange ghost pied.
Is he?
Yeah.
So we've got a double het here, male. It's a powerhouse male. We can prove out some females with him as well.
Beautiful.
But you're going to get beautiful combos from him. He's taking his while eating, isn't he? He's a very slow eater, this one.
Yeah, he's eaten the last 3 weeks.
I think, yeah, he only ate small stuff for me, but Jared's getting more bigger food now and he's starting to pack on some weight. And I just think he's probably about 200 grams below what he should be, really. But so that's everything on that side. Everything's clean there, Jared. Anything that needs cleaning on this side?
I haven't looked properly yet.
Let's have a quick look and see what we've got.
The Calico Entry Fire Pastel, beautiful girl. She's fine then, she'll Glitch can do a little clean, I reckon.
Shall I take Glitch out? What's Glitch?
It's a yellow belly, 100% het pied, 50% het clown. I'll take her.
Yeah.
And you can clean
I love the yellow belly, beautiful.
There she is.
God, she's put poo on the side of her rub. That's not too clean now.
See the pattern underneath her, the yellow belly. Nice pied markers.
Yeah, can't wait to breed her. No. Yellow belly is a beautiful gene to have in your collection.
Yeah.
It really does pop, doesn't it? You combine that with Orange Dream, they're very compatible. And I want to get the Orange Dream yellow bellies into our pieds and into our clown genes for sure. So we're going to produce another video shortly, Jared, about the marketing of the animals, you know, the how to take photography, pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
So we've got that photo booth that we're going to use as well. So the next videos that we're going to be putting out will be how to present your hatchlings and snakes by camera to get the best pictures. The better the pictures, the better the marketing. And it'll be easier to sell your snakes if you spend a little bit of time taking great pictures. So we're going to be doing a video on that, and we're going to go through the process of using Morph Market and the package that we put together as we present our snakes to our buyers. And we're going to do a video on that as well. So she wants to come out and play. Look at the belly markings on that, Joe. Have you seen the belly? Look.
Yeah, the underbelly.
Wicked.
That's what yellow belly does, so gorgeous.
That's so beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. So we'll put her water back in. She wants to play. She's a lovely little animal, isn't she? Beautiful animal. So we'll put her back in there. Of course, we can put the when we produce some male gravels, we can put some male gravels to her and produce some highways.
Yeah.
That'll be the other thing. So we've got to produce some male gravels with our female gravel. This is Enzo. He's the GHI pewter. What's pewter, Jack?
Pastel cinnamon.
Is he shed yet? Because I think he. Yeah. How's he looking? He's quite a pistol, isn't he? But gonna get GHI.
Actually, I don't know if he has shed.
I think he's in shed actually, because
Yeah, he's in shed.
Let's just make sure he's got enough humidity in there.
Here he is, eyeing me up.
He's a pistol. He'll attack you, Jared.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So there we go. And we've got the Phantom Pastel Yellow Belly female. She is definitely in shed, I think, from memory. She may have shed out, I don't know.
Yeah, she's in shed.
She's in shed.
She's wet enough in there.
Yeah, we'll just let her shed out. And then you've done all the other babes. Purple Passion, Stormy. How's she looking?
She's deep in shed.
Should we spray now?
Yeah. Well, she's very wet in there.
Okay.
But
she's got enough moisture then, or does she need a clean?
Needs a clean, yeah.
Let's clean her out. Let's clean her out. We don't want to be sitting in wee, do we?
She's getting big.
Oh my goodness me, just look at her. Deep in shed, Jared. Most of
her just over 100 grams.
She's got to be getting on for 450.
She's a chunk.
She is a pistol though, so be careful. She might come out and strike on you. Yeah, you could weigh her if you like, Jared, and see what she weighs. Do you want me to put scales on too?
Yeah.
Let's see what she weighs.
$7.35.
You're joking.
No.
I thought she was about 450.
She's almost ready to move into a bigger tub soon.
Yeah. Well, she's nailing her food. She just loves her food, Jared.
She's a pretty girl.
All these sub-adults are going to come into their own in about a year's time, and we're going to have probably another 20 females to add to our breeding collection. So I think the end of this season, we're going to have a lot of choices on producing further clutches, Jared.
Yeah.
And I'd like them. I really like the Purple Passion. So what is in a Purple Passion?
It's Phantom and Mojave.
Phantom and Mojave.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's an interesting option. How do you get a Mystic? What's the Mystic gene to create a Mystic?
Well, no, it's Mystic Potion.
Mystic Potion, yeah.
That's Phantom Mojave.
Phantom Mojave, okay. Yeah. Alright, well she's got a nice clean rub now. I'm just going to put some substrate down.
Even in shit, she's beautiful.
I could do with another roll of this. You get through this very quickly. Going to give her 3 layers because she's in shed and she's a big girl.
She always messes up her cage.
She's a messy girl, so I'm going to give her extra saturation opportunities. I'm going to wet this down for her so she's going to shed easy. Let's see. She's actually a beautiful snake, and you're not seeing her at her best at the moment. She should be this grey. She should be a different colour to that, but she's doing well. Very pleased with how she's progressing, Jared. Okay, do we have a look at this one? That needs a clean, doesn't it? Oh yeah, she needs a clean.
It's Orange Dream Het Russo, 50% het pie.
Wow. She's very, very pretty. And her name is Terry. Like Terry's gold chocolate. She's got that lovely chocolate colour, hasn't she? Do you want to hold her for a while and show her to everyone? So, there you go, Jared. She's beautiful, and you can weigh her as well if you like. I love the side stripe on her. Beautiful, beautiful animal.
Let's check her weight. Stop moving. 781.
Wow. I think I'm going to have to start moving these girls onto bigger rubs soon, Jared. She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah.
One of my favourite snakes. I think what we're going to put to her in terms of male. So she's 50% het pie. Should we try and
prove her out.
Should we put the cine pie to her and see if we can prove her out and get the cinnamon in there as well?
Yeah, or awesome. If by the time she's big enough, we might have a yellow belly pie big enough as well. Get ourselves some yellow belly, orange dream, het Russo pies.
Wow, that would be awesome, Jared. Absolutely awesome.
Or if one of those new babies that we've just had out are male and it's cinnamon yellow belly pastel pied.
That could be the other option. Yeah. Well, I think we've got some good options going forward here. So obviously it can change as you introduce new snakes to your collection. Yeah, there's a lot of good options here for us. She does look beautiful, Jared.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Right, she's got her nice new clean home, all good to go. So we'll just put her water down that end, we'll just top her up a little bit, make sure she's got enough.
Yeah, moist the
She's not in, is she in shed or not?
Oh no, she's not.
No, she's not in shed. No need to moist the paper, she's in shed I would. But she's got lovely eyes. I think that Het Russo is a beautiful gene, Jared. It does.
Mixed with the orange dream as well.
Gorgeous. I
Amazing.
think Tony's got it right there on that mixture. I'm glad that we paid a visit to him like a year or so ago and invested in this quality animals. So
This snake's going out today.
this one's going out. This is the one we're shipping out, and he's looking gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful ultra male ultra male.
So he's going tonight.
Yeah, that'll be. We'll do a video on the marketing side, as I say. That'll be shortly. He's created his own hide. He uses his own substrate to create a hide. Oh, there's poo on top actually, Jack. You see the poo? Didn't see that. Give that a little clean down. Give him a last clean environment before we ship him out. Beautiful, beautiful. The ultra male on its own it's a recessive gene, but it's absolutely gorgeous, Joe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? And it doesn't fade with age. It stays that colour apparently.
It's like a lovely dark banana without the freckles.
I just love the side stripe as well. Have you seen the side stripe on them?
Can't get in focus right now.
I think the ultra males are gorgeous, Joe.
Beautiful, beautiful creatures.
Alright, we'll just give him a bit of fresh bedding. Make sure he's happy for his journey. Cold-blooded are picking up tonight. So Nick will be getting his snake in the next few days. And we'll just put him in there.
And we've gone through all the other.
Have you done all the other ones? Are they all clean? Anything need cleaning?
No, they're all clean.
Caramac's clean.
Yep.
That's all. They're all clean, are they? Well, okay, so that's
lovely.
Is that your pastel clown in there?
100% het pied.
Beautiful girl.
She's gonna get some lovely clown pies.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
Well, thank you, Jared, for that. So all we need to do now is just show you the. Perhaps we'll do that as a separate video, but we're going to do an update on some other stuff. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification button. Put your thumbs up if you enjoy it. Share with your friends. I'm Paul, and from New Forest Morphs, and my son Jared is with me. We're a father and son team. So we appreciate all your support, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.